God, what's up, fellas?
What up?
It's all boys in here. I appreciate y'all's time. I'm a massive fan of this show, and I know you've been working all day talking to people. So thank you for taking the time.
Thank you.
So this season is, they gave us some preview episodes. It does ratchet up, the intensity a little bit. But was there any sort of feeling coming into the season from Sam or production that you had to sort of surpass the creativity of the first season, or y'all just sort of coming in trying to do your best?
We did the same thing we did last year. We just came and did what was in front of us. All the other stuff is noise, and don't really pay attention to too much of it. But we all just showed up and did more of the same, did what we did that got us here. Go with what got you there.
How do you feel, Jacob?
Yeah, I think a lot of it's just you have a duty to the work to block out the noise and come in and give the character that you gave before. So, and I think that was easy because I think everyone was on the same page. Everyone just we had these great scripts, great moments to play, and it was just like it was like just great. It was like a lizard laying in the sun, just absolutely enjoying it, was the main part.
I love that. I think that's super interesting because the show obviously is like super intense and dark, but the way y'all are describing it, it sounds like y'all are having a blast on set. So that's cool. So this actually sort of segues into the next question. So this show digs into a lot of really intense stuff like addiction and body dysmorphia, but I actually found the show really, really, really healing, just from a personal standpoint. Do you all sort of feel the same way about the work? Like, do you come home and sort of leave the character, or do you come home and you find yourself sort of processing things?
I feel like it's somewhat, I don't know if it's impossible, but to just completely leave it there. I mean, it kind of can engulf and like really become a part of your life. So, I know that these other guys have like super intense scenes, and I don't know if there's a way to like do those kinds of scenes and then just kind of like leave it all there. I mean, they can probably speak to that better, but how they felt, like I can't imagine you can do that super easy, because once you get that revving,
Yeah, I can imagine. Angus, how about you?
Yeah. How about me? What?
Are you able to sort of let the show go when you get back home, or are you still sort of processing things when you get back home?
Well, I mean, are you asking if I'm processing my day at work?
I guess like your emotions, like does the character stay with you when you get back home,
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's what we'd love to hear. So this season is, obviously Jacob and Eric, this dynamic between the two of your characters is super interesting. And I've said the word intense like 700 times, and I'm going to keep saying it. Your characters have a lot of similarities and like very real differences. I kind of wonder, do you think the characters see themselves as similar?
I think that's probably one of Nate's biggest fears, is seeing parts of himself, seeing parts of his father in himself, which I think kind of applies to like a lot of young men. I know I feel it, but it's not necessarily a fear. It's just more the older you get, you start being like, you say something and you're like, that's what my dad, what the fuck are you doing? Like I think that goes for even like without the tortured relationship. This moment as a young man where you're like, I'm my father's son, and you can't, it's inescapable.
Yeah. And I think, conversely, I think it's scary to see myself inside of my son. Because I know the struggle and the conflict that I live with, I would definitely not want to pass that down onto my kids.
Yeah, absolutely. And I I haven't finished. They gave us like 7 episodes. I got through 5 of them, but I love the way that they sort of develop y'all two's relationship. I'm excited for, you know, other folks to see that. Jacob, when it comes to your character, obviously he wants to dominate. He is sort of ruthless in the first season, but I think in this season we sort of see a different side of him. Do you think Nate sort of softens this season?
I think maybe you just see him in different situations, and that you don't sort of see him in sort of out of control in situations where he's kind of being thrown the scenario as it's happening, so he can't really plan for it. But I think also his interaction with Fez in the first episode is kind of sobering. It's this realization that, like, you know, shit just got real, and you know, I think that kind of informs the performance a little bit. There's a meekness to him, and whenever he has the thing on his head, you know, there's a constant reminder of like, okay, I might not be, you know, the biggest shark in the pond, you know.
Absolutely. And I think that is very clear to the audience. And that's sort of what I felt. As soon as that sort of, I don't know what we can spoil, but as soon as that beatdown happens, it seems like the character is completely different, or not completely, but it's different in so many ways.
Smallest lizard in the aquarium, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
In the reptile kingdom, you're the tiny one.
Like a lizard that had to grow back his tail.
Yeah, exactly.
Painful that tail grows back.
Yeah. So this is perfect. I'm learning. I had no idea that lizards regenerated. So that's fascinating.
Boom.
Boom. Knowledge dropped.
Did you know that newts, the aquatic lizard, can actually regenerate their internal organs?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the Highlander.
It's like worms.
When your head comes away from your neck, Highlander.
Yeah. Exactly right. Yeah, that's true.
Well, I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than in front of a bottom.
That's sensational.
Unbelievable.
Listen, I appreciate y'all's time. Congratulations on a sensational second season. I haven't finished it, but it's looking great so far. Hope you all have a wonderful day.
Thanks, Tyler.
Thank you very much,
Yeah, of
man.
course.
Cheers.
Cheers.